Welcome everybody and hello to week 7 of Spiritual Pathways. I'm here with my friend and colleague Yehudit Halfon that is going to share with us a little bit about her path and what she does and her background. And what we want to focus on today is how art is connected to spirituality and how it can connect us to expression of our soul and all these beautiful things that you're doing. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit, or the audience, your background and what you do today.
First of all, thank you so much. This
Of
is
course.
really amazing opportunity to share. Actually, the way I see it, art is spirituality.
Okay.
But I will start with a little bit who I am. I started as an actress with my studies at the university in Israel. I wanted to be an actor, that was my dream. But I found the Kabbalah Center because I was looking for something a little bit more, way more. And it was amazing. And it was very hard for me to connect spirituality with the stage back then. Maybe if it was today, I would be able, but those were two different worlds. I enjoy being an actress, but the depth of something more meaningful was really missing. Coming to the center opened my eyes, my heart, my soul, and life changed. And I got, as all of us, many tools, spiritual tools to grow. And those tools really helped me when push came to shove. 2009, my big brother, my oldest brother, Yariv, he left the world from stomach cancer. It was painful. What made it even harder was that 3 years after, my younger brother Ziv, he also passed away from lung cancer. So it was very hard time for me, for my family. And I have to say that the Kabbalah Center, the tools, the community, my friends, the teachers, the teaching, Karen Berg, everything, I felt like it's literally holding me, makes a new back, and without it I couldn't help myself. The holidays, Purim, is a place where I could connect to happiness, but something was a little bit slow with my process of overcoming the pain and the grief, and with the suggestion of my teacher, Karen, and my friends, they all told me, you need to now focus on yourself, put some time in order to heal yourself. I opened a table in my house. That's where I'm going to start to do something, and I studied there, but nothing happened. One day I decided, it was a Sunday morning, and what I'm going to do, maybe I have a box with acrylic paint and brushes that a student from Panama Center, she gave it to me before we left Panama to Texas. And okay, I'm not a painter, I'll take it out, maybe I'll use it for something. And I put lectures, as I always do, listen to the Rav, listen to Karen. And I bought some canvas and I just put some colors on and glue things. And few months after, I started to notice that something different happened to me, like something I could express my feeling in a better way. I could express my pain, and I could express my joy. I find back moments of happiness, but different place of happiness. It was different. I felt like I'm safe to express my jokes, the way I dressed up, like things that I didn't feel comfortable before.
Wow. So that just from starting to paint?
Then I started like, what happened to me? What's different? And I started to research, and I found that, well, there's a big, huge movement now of using art as a process of healing yourself. And I understood that I actually healed myself without knowing, doing something that I really like, paint, acrylic, to heal myself. And from studying, it's really clear to science that using our hands and creativity increase the level of the immune system, and the right brain, the left brain is connected. You're coming to a place of balance. Then I started to research the connection between Kabbalah and art, and there's no difference. It's like meditation. It's really a pure connection to the creator, and that's what we want to go to connect to the light, to happiness.
At the end of the day, it's called creator, right?
The
creator is creative, right? So when we're creative,
that's beautiful.
connecting to our creative,
that's true. That's
creator nature within.
That's right.
So what does it feel like to you? Like when you're in the midst of it, you described the benefits of it and what you got from it, the after results, that you could express yourself better. You have moments when because you're still painting, you're still doing these things, I know. Do you have moments when you do it, while you do it, you feel a connection, or how does it express itself in the midst of it?
Well, now I'm more aware of what it's doing, but the beauty of it is that I was not aware, and it make me a safe environment, create a safe environment with, it's only the canvas. And I didn't have in my mind anything like, let's sell art, I'm going to paint something that people will enjoy looking at. It was only for myself. It was like cooking for myself. So I had no expectation. So there was a canvas where I can create with no judgment. I could connect to myself where I have no guilt of not doing enough for my brothers, for my family, for myself. I had no guilt of who I am, or I have no shame. I remember a day that my coffee spelled on the canvas, and it was a moment of
Esther Oyo said yeah.
Hi,
David says great insight. We have even Humberto from Dallas watching us.
Oh wow, all my friends. So I remember the coffee spell on the canvas, and the moment was like ouch, and then it was like, oh wait, it's actually very nice. Maybe I will spell more. So mistakes and falling became the beauty of expressing yourself.
That's beautiful.
So doing that in the 1%, in the reality, in this world, actually great like a effect in my spiritual place, where I'm sad, where I'm not happy, where I'm afraid of not seeing my brothers anymore. The pain of losing my brothers, I don't know if because it was two, but the way I felt it was like I have no hands, God forbid, but like I felt like armless. And now I feel that when I'm creating, I'm more connecting to them. I'm actually using my hands. So it was like completely art therapy I did with myself. And it's amazing. The beauty of it is not to think, not to judge, just to be, to go back to who we really are without waiting for the outcome to be judged by the environment. I have canvases that they're really heavy because I painted all over again and again and again and again, because every time, let's change it. And it's so easy on the canvas, but then I'm bringing it with me to my life. And we say in Kabbalah that we want to manifest every time that we are doing like a spiritual connection, we eat after, because we want to draw the energy to our life.
And also because we like to eat.
Yeah, that's true. Well, so I like to paint, but also I'm drawing that consciousness without knowing into my life, and then it's being manifest with my relationships with people.
What would you say to people? Because I believe truly that we all have a creative nature within. It might be through painting, writing, dancing, whatever it is.
Correct.
And whatever our audience is, whatever your creative nature is, there are also sometimes stumbling blocks, right? Sometimes there's like negative self-talk or limiting factors that we impose and put on ourselves. What would you tell people that, I want to be more creative, but I don't have time, or I want to be more creative, but it's not that important, or I'm judging myself to it, like you were saying. Like, what would you say would be the first good step towards it?
I think we are all creative, as you said. We are creative human beings. All kids paint, draw on the sand. All kids playing with their food. All kids taking a box with shoes and putting it all over the room and fix it in the way they want to do it. We are all creative creatures, and we're doing it in everything that we're doing in our life. There are a few, well, I have a class on October 28th where I'm giving a little of the enormous amount of exercise people can do at home, whether you're over the phone and you can draw something, in order to practice our mind, our consciousness, and to use it for our benefits, that it will happen in our life. We do create in regular moments in our life, in everything that we are doing. People cooking. I don't cook. I don't cook. But there are people who can take, I have a great friend that she can take, what do I have? Carrot. I have a little bit of this lettuce, of this, and she's making a meal. This is very creative, but notice it and be aware where consciousness is everything. Everything, as the Rav said. It's the beginning. It's the wake up call, and I don't think we don't have time. I think I'm using it instead of, for example, doing meditation. This is my meditation, but we need to put priorities, and I think everyone have 10 minutes, not even a day, but half an hour a week, where he can put something that he knows that he's doing it now for himself to create something. And by the way, when I started to exercise walking in the street, I started to notice that I'm judging myself while I'm walking when other people see me walking, because they are walking too. So I want to make sure that I'm fast like them, I'm skinny like them, I look like I can't stop now because I don't want them to see me that I'm not like that strong. So in that place, I stop myself in the moment of being aware, put the volume in my music, and I'm closing my eyes, and I don't care what other people think about me. And I will do something exactly the opposite to conquer that place where I'm judging myself through other people's eyes. Because when we were kids, not to offend anyone, but teachers, parents, society told us, draw inside the lines. You know, you remember that they told us, and it was not okay if we draw outside. But okay, now that's how we grew up, to draw in certain areas. That's my box. This is how we should do it. And if you don't do it right, then you shouldn't do it at all. So
Panama in the house as well.
Yay! I love Panama.
So Panama, it's a way of self-expression. It's a way to heal ourselves. It's a way to find our connection with a higher source. And probably many, 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 many more benefits. So very much encouraged to do that, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about, tell people that live here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is a class that actually, because of all my experience, I taught this class in Panama, 2 different classes. One was about creativity and one was about the energy of colors. And there's so much more to say, that the connection between that and Kabbalah. And I'm going to do it now in Los Angeles, and I'm very excited. It's open for new students, for beginners. It's open for people who don't study Kabbalah, all ages, men, women, teenagers. It's called Express Your Creative Soul, and it will be on October 28th. It's a Sunday, so it's easy. And then we will have 2 hours from 10 to 12 to create, to do some workshops, have fun. I am very excited because I really want to share my experience with other people. The results of the class that I heard from me, when someone came to me and told me that him and his family, they gathered together and they painted together, and it helped them to heal their family. This is, for me, I feel my brothers are coming through my hands into them, and it's not energy of death anymore. It's energy of life and happiness, and I'm so grateful for everything.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Yehudit.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, guys. I love you.
Guys, and I'll see you next week. Next week, I'll bring you actually an intuitive healer to hear about her connection and that as a spiritual pathway. So see you soon.
Shabbat Shalom.